Miss my flight. That's one of the reasons that I don't even look forward to going back to that Lagos. Like, I don't look forward to going to Lagos at all because, like, guys. So, I'm done with my NYSC. I am done. I can't believe it's been a year. Like, it's crazy. I remember everything. Because it seems like a year is like so far apart. It seems like a year is like a really long time. If you talk about my edges, you hate women. Let me give you guys a quick, gist on how did I manage? How did I think? Like, if you had told me a year ago that's not even a year ago, like if you had told me, let's say a year ago, like beginning of last year, that you're gonna be living in Abuja alone, I would have laughed in your face. I would have ha kiki because what are you talking about? I'd be like, do you know my mommy? Do you know my mother? She would have killed me. Anyway, so let's start this journey from like, I don't even know I can't really pinpoint where exactly. Oh shit, we're going out. That's why I'm doing my makeup. I always forget to tell you guys. I can't really tell when like the whole piece started. Like, I can't really say, okay, this was when I decided, or this was. I just like, if I could just do my NYSC somewhere else, like, wouldn't that be so insane? And I was like, I'm going to do my NYSC in Abuja. Like, there was no who convinced me. It wasn't like where my friend did this or that or that. I just said one morning, like, I literally can't serve in Lagos. Like, Lagos is so horrible when it comes to, like, I remember when I did my IT, I wanted to die. It was like, I love my IT, like, don't get me wrong, I love the people that I met, but like, it was really shit, you guys. Like, the logistics of everything, because I live really far from everywhere, so like, I'd literally have to get up so early in the morning. I told my dad, I was like, okay, I want to serve in Abuja, and obviously my dad was like, are you sure, this and that? I was like, yeah, I'm sure. Then he came to the Ojogo, to the emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion, to actually give me the permission. I don't even know where to start from. We literally fought about this P. I was like, I'm going to Abuja. She was like, eh. She was like, you're going to where? You're going to Abuja? You're not going anywhere. She was like, if you don't do your NYSC in Lagos, we're going to cancel that. I said, okay. I said, cancel it. Yeah. I didn't want to serve in the first place. So cancel it. Literally cancel it. Like, the whole journey of my NYSC story is just like the drama is insane. The drama is insane. Like, I moved locations. Like, there's a lot to unpack before we get there. Anyway, so my dad was like,
just stay in Lagos, like, make your mom happy.
I said, girl, I've been here my whole life. Like, it's crazy how, like, Nigerian parents are so, like, it's so funny to me. You're telling me I can go to an entirely different country. Like, you can let me go by myself to a country that I don't even know anybody. You can literally let me move there by myself. Like, nobody's there with me. It's all good. It's all Gucci. But for me to move to another state in this same Nigeria is a problem. Like, you guys now, hear me out. Like, literally, like, that makes no sense to me. Like, how are they comfortable letting you move to another country, but to move to another state, I get like insecurity and stuff. But like, man, that argument was crazy. I end up winning the fight. Like, my dad made some plans on where I was going to stay when I got to Abuja. Like, everything, all the logistics of everything had been sorted. Okay, it's time for me to now go to the airport. I got my color plate, everything. Abuja, like, I got my color plate, everything was fine. Like, I got Abuja, it's neat, it's okay, it's cool. Time for me to go to the airport now. I booked my flight by like 10 a.m. in the morning. The flight was a 10 a.m. flight. Lagos to Abuja. Tell me why I left my house by 5:45. I kid you not. I left my house 5:45 a.m. I can't remember, forget, it was to 6. We left the house to the airport. If I tell you guys I missed my flight, would you believe me? I missed my fucking flight. Like, I could not even believe it. Like, I knew that flight had not taken off. I knew, because I got there by like 10 something. And if you know Nigerian Airlines, you know that they would have probably moved the flight, or they are not even taking off yet because they like to delay. But if they know that they know that you tell them that you missed your flight, you are going to pay extra. Miss my flight. That's one of the reasons that I don't even look forward to going back to that Lagos. Like, I don't look forward to going to Lagos at all, because like guys, if you don't live in Lagos, you wouldn't get it. Like, the stress of everything is insane. Like, nothing in that Lagos is real. Literally nothing in Lagos is real. Everything is so stressful. Everything is worrisome. You can't, like, you literally have to plan like 15 billion years ahead if you want to do one thing in Lagos. Because where in the world are you going to explain to somebody that you left your house 5 hours or 4 hours before your flight and you still missed it? You still missed that flight. At the end of the day, I got on my flight to Lagos. I stayed at my provided accommodation. It's time to now go to camp. I'm in camp. Like, I can't even, like, I always try to understand why people say they don't enjoy camp. Like, I sympathize with you guys. I loved my camp. Like, I enjoyed every single moment of being in camp. Like, you guys wouldn't get it. You weren't there, so you wouldn't get it. But I really liked camp. Like, I had so much fun. I met so many people. I think it's just like the excitement of like leaving my yard. Did you get? I feel like that's one of the things that contributed to the whole me being happy about camp. But my camp wasn't even that bad. Like, it was literally so fun, apart from like the first week. And I also enjoyed it because I lost like a bunch of weight because I wasn't even eating well. But it didn't really affect me. I won't lie that it really didn't affect me. 3 weeks in camp, like, I think the last week was also like my favorite week of camp, because like they were not even doing anything in camp that week. We're just chilling, just enjoying ourselves, like having a blast. Because the first week it rained a lot, so we're like sleeping in. We're always praying that we're always praying that let rain not follow. Let rain follow so that we can sleep. People who had paid for there's some people who had wanted to go to Abuja. They're not camping in another state. Shout out to you guys though. I'm so sorry that had to happen, but like, shout out to you guys still. So yeah, I stayed 3 weeks in camp, and then at the end of camp I got like really sick, and I don't know why. Like, I got very, very sick. Like, I think I had malaria. Yes, because I was on the top bunk. I was on the top bunk at first, like in the beginning of camp, before someone, like, people were leaving like as time was going. So like, I was in the top bunk. So my mosquito net, I couldn't put it, because if you're at the bottom bunk now, you can just put it under and stuff. But if you're on the top bunk, Allah, nothing for you. So I had malaria, like, when I was coming back. I was very sick for a while. Then I had to change location. Second location change. I wish I could go into detail to like some of the stories, but I can't. I leave camp, obviously. Now it's time for me to get a PPA. So my friend had told me about this place. Like, two of my friends, they told me like a couple of places. I was like, I want to work somewhere that I'll get paid. Like, I don't want any free, because a lot of these PPAs, they want you to work for free. So I was like, I don't want anything free. I want to work and get paid. So two of my friends told me there's this place. I started applying for a couple of places, and then my PPA place, I went there because I remember I went there, and like, it was like, just I think because I already had my mind set on somewhere else, I just wasn't interested. So I was like, at first I was like, let me go and try my luck. But when I went there, I didn't really like the place they had posted me to. So I was like, let me just try applying to the other place. I finally got my PPA, and then I got into my third accommodation. Again, I got in my third accommodation. So now the thing about this accommodation is that I got a shared apartment with someone I had met in camp, because like she was looking for someone to share rent with, because it's a new city. She was in another place. She was like, because I want to get an apartment with in Abuja. I was like, and I'd already told my dad that, have fun now, let me just run it, like, do you get, while I'm staying in the place I already have, like, let me still be looking for another apartment. He was like, okay, fine, I should just look for another place as well. I said, okay, fine, cool. A month or two into the shared accommodation now, Kasala started to burst on a weekly. No, I don't want to say on a weekly, but like, the space itself was very small. I think because we got it like in a rush and in a hurry, because we didn't really settle down. Like, it was a really pretty place. Like, I liked the apartment, but like for two people, it wasn't. I can't, like, looking back, it wasn't like the best idea for two people to look at that wonky line. Shut up. It wasn't the best idea for two people to share the apartment. So after like a month or two, we had to separate. We had to go our separate ways. And the funny thing is that whenever I tell people this story, they're like, what were you expecting? You're sharing an apartment with another girl. I'm like, it's not even like that. Like, I hate when people make it seem like women can't live together. It's just like, when a place is small, it's easy to get on each other's nerves. You get, like, if it's a tiny shared place, it's easy for you guys to fight. So it wasn't even something of like, oh, women can't stay together. Oh, women can't do that. I hate that. Like, no, it's not even like that. As much as you fight with your roommate or your, like, it was just too much for that. Like, if we fought, we had to see each other. Like, there was nothing like, oh, I'm going here, I'm going there. Like, we were just in one small space. So I was like, okay, I'm going to find another apartment. So my friend, sorry for the laugh. I want to say my former friend. Anyway, Shasha, a friend has sent me this tweet that, oh, there's this babe looking for a roommate. Like, her sister had moved out, so she was looking for someone to share an apartment with. I was like, oh my god, I'm scared. Like, I don't want to share space with somebody else. Like, I was looking to get somewhere that was just me. Do you get? Somewhere, like, I don't want to give anybody the opportunity to fight with me like I did with the former babe. So I was like, I'm really scared. She was like, no, just check it out if you like it. I'd already made up my mind to check somewhere else out. Like, I'd already found somewhere else. Like, I was going to pay if I saw the place and it was good. I'd gone house hunting. You guys, house hunting was, it was not even funny. House hunting in Abuja, not even funny. Like, nobody even tells you the type of, in the words of Kemi, the kind of kukere places that they will take you to. They will cost stupid prices for you. I was just looking at them like, and you guys, even moving places was not being so, because my dad was already like, I paid rent once, I'm not going to pay it again. But luckily for me, the babe had agreed to give me my half of the rent. So it wasn't even anything like, oh, my dad was going to have to pay again. So after I'd explained it to him that, okay, you don't have to give me money for rent anymore. Like, it's still the same amount. I just wanted to tell you that I was moving locations. Like, it was a big fight though. Like, I had to call my brother, call like a couple of people that were telling me, just stay. Like, it's just a year. Like, and now I was like, I'm really happy I actually moved, because if I didn't, bro, only God knows what would have happened. Like, I'm sure really happy I moved places. So as I was going to get the new apartment, I was just like, let me just check this babe that was online. Let me just check her place first. And I called the babe. I was like, oh, my friend gave me a number. I'm looking for an apartment in Abuja as well. Like, are you still down? Are you still looking for a roommate? She was like, yeah, she's still looking for that. I should give her. I was like, okay, send me the address. Let me check. Like, I have somewhere else I want to check, but just send me the address real quick and I will drop by and see. My friend was like, let's just go to this other place. Like, we can check this place tomorrow. I was like, let me just see how far it is, so we can calculate the distance. We can count the losses. Like, okay, this is there, this is there. So only for me to check, and like, this apartment was like literally 5 minutes away from my PPA. I kid you not. Like, when she sent it to me, I was like, is this a mistake? Like, is this an accident or something? Like, I literally walked from my office down to the house. I was like, I'm taking it. Like, there's literally nothing else you can tell me. Like, I'm taking this place. Like, it is perfect. Like, it's literally perfect. Like, I don't have to pay transportation. Like, I was already paying transportation to go to and from my other side. So I'm like, I don't have to pay extra money for shit, bro. Like, I can literally just walk to work. So and when I got here, it was really spacious. Like, it was nothing compared to the other apartment I was staying. So it was really spacious. I was just like, bro, I'm moving in today. Like, can I move in right now? She was like, no, I need to. I was like, okay, fine. Like, I'll actually chill because I was, see, you guys, I was ready to move, like right now. You guys, I'm literally late. But yeah, so I was like, one of the issues I had in my former place was like the whole state house P, like the documents for the house. So I was like, yo, like we have to draft this P. Like I don't want any stories. Like I've had issues before. She was like, yeah, no problem. She's going to draft it for me. I was like, thank God. Like I literally cannot go over this again. Like go through this whole stress again. So I'm moving to the third. I think this is the fourth place now. I'm moving to the fourth place, and that's where I am right now, guys. Like that's literally, like, thinking back at it, I don't think I'll be able to make this video if I was living in that other place. Like I don't think I'll be able to have made this type of video, like even continue with my YouTube, because the space was so small and I didn't want to be like an inconvenience to anybody. So I was just like, I would have just been doing vlogs like anywhere but the house. But I really miss it though. I really miss that place because the difference between here and there is just like, that place was just really pretty. Like it was just a really pretty environment. Like everyone was so like cute. So yeah, you guys, that's literally like the story of how I am right now. I might have rushed a bit of it. I might have rushed just a little bit, but that's literally the whole gist. I still cannot believe that I'm living alone in Abuja. Like I as much as I started, like every time I speak about it, it's like it just opened my eyes to like the type of things that were happening that I didn't know about. Like if someone had told me that, I would have known how I was going to manage electricity, because of I was scared of when I was going to buy lights. Like I cook once because I'm managing gas. Like it just opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I'm very, very grateful. Like every time I think about it, I'm just always so happy that I got the opportunity to live away from my parents, because it made me appreciate so many things that they do for me. Like some of the things that you didn't want. Like when I found out the price of cotton, you guys, I wanted to run mad. All those things that you never ever think about, like your broom, your packer, dustbin. Found out the prices of those things. I said, wow, this is crazy. Literally an adult. Every time I speak about this, I always feel so sad because I'm going to miss Abuja so much. I'm literally so sad I have to leave here. Like if I didn't have to, I would have stayed here a couple of months, but like, you know, life happens, and when life happens, we have to be the ones to adjust. But yeah, I'm going to finish my makeup.